Hello viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news. For those who subscribe, I want to say a big thank you. I will say God bless you. And if you're yet to do so, please kindly press the subscription button below. And now the news in details. Hi, I'm a graduate and lawyer. Tell me the university you attended. Wike counters Oshiomole. Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State on Saturday came down hard on the national chairman of All Progressive Congress, Oshiomole, describing Oshiomole and his associates as political armed robbers. Wike said Oshiomole was resisted by Rivers people from stealing their mandates in the last general election, hence his bitterness towards Rivers State. Wike, who stated that he is not a violent politician, emphasized that under no circumstances would Rivers people allow Oshiomole and his associates rob them of their mandate. The Rivers governor called for the resignation of Oshiomole in view of his failure to stop the inauguration of Bayelsa State Governor as he boasted. Speaking in Port Harcourt, they said, "This is a country where you see people who do not have character. Today they sing a song, tomorrow they sing another song." I think Oshiomole, as the national chairman of All Progressive Congress (APC), is not a character. He's not a character that nobody should associate with. First of all, I have never been violent and I will never be violent. However, when you see an armed robber come to your house, you will plead with the armed robber and say, "Please, I beg you, leave my house." People think that armed robbers are only those who cut away people's money. The worst form of armed robber is when you steal people's mandate, and that is what Oshiomole is noted for. He thinks because he is in the ruling party, he can use security to steal the mandate of the people. He was taught a lesson, a bitter lesson, and I want to repeat. If you come to steal our mandates, the people will respond accordingly. They will oppose your stealing of their mandates, and so Oshiomole thinks that because he is in the ruling party, nobody should say anything or do anything. Stealing is not only when you go to rob a bank. The worst form of armed robbery is when you steal the mandates of the people. Wike described Oshiomole as a politician without character. He noted that the APC national chairman is always driven by survival instinct. He stated that Oshiomole cannot lay claims to having canvassed for one man, one vote because he is not practicing the philosophy. He noted that he stopped attending the National Economic Council because Oshiomole turned it into a forum to bash former President Goodluck Jonathan when he had gone to praise Jonathan at Aso Villa for ensuring credible elections. When Jonathan made sure the election was free and fair, Oshiomole came to the villa and thanked Jonathan. When Jonathan left office, one of the reasons I don't go to NEC meeting is because of Oshiomole. When Jonathan left, there was no day at the NEC meeting Oshiomole would not bring Jonathan down. Meanwhile, that was the same man Oshiomole went to praise for allowing one man, one vote. But when the man left, Oshiomole changed. That is his character, he said. Wike said that Oshiomole became governor through questionable means. He noted that the questionable emergence of Oshiomole led to constitutional amendments for governorship matters to terminate at the Supreme Court. He said, Nigerians knows one matter that led to the amendment of the Electoral Act, where governorship election has to go to the Supreme Court, is because of the Oshiomole's matter. So he cannot come out and say he was clean in terms of electoral process. That will be very bad. Oshiomole said he fought godfatherism. At the same time, he wants to install himself as a godfather in Edo State. Why is he fighting Obeseki? Because the man doesn't take instruction from him. He preaches what he doesn't practice. The Rivers governor maintained that Oshiomole lacks the power to challenge the pronouncement of the Supreme Court. Wike said that Oshiomole's talk questioning his membership of PDP is the unintelligent talk of an illiterate, declaring that he is a strong and unrepentant member of PDP. He said that he speaks out his mind at all times does not mean that his membership of PDP is in doubt. Wike said that he is not at the same level with Oshiomole. He noted that what Oshiomole is doing is to regain the confidence of APC governors and leaders. He said, I will not be a member of the party. I have always been a member of PDP and they know that. Oshiomole knows that his party does not even score up to 25% in my state. He cannot tell me that. There is a saying in my place, somebody who has nothing to say, he says, see how you are. So Oshiomole has nothing to say about me, and I want to tell him that his party is probing him about the so-called hospitals he says he built. I am not the one. So he should face his problem, but shame should be on him that at the end of the day, that the PDP candidate has been sworn in as the governor of Bayelsa State. You can't come out and open your mouth and say it will never happen. Now it has happened. If I were him, I would resign. I would leave. I am not his friend, so he cannot say he is my friend. How can I be a friend to somebody who will say one thing today, tomorrow he says another thing? In the night, he visits so person. That is not me. When I want to see you, I see you in the day. Oshiomole visits people at night. It is very unfortunate for him, and I pity him. All his effort to regain his chairmanship has failed. All he is doing today is because the governors and some leaders of the party are saying that this man cannot lead our party. Oshiomole has failed. He is a man who opens his mouth anyhow, and this should be the last time. The moment he goes further, then he will know that Rivers State is not what he thinks it is. We will tell him where he belongs. I will tell him where he goes in the night and where he goes in the daytime. Wike said that the former unionist was very corrupt as he used proceed from workers to build his political careers. He said Oshiomole claimed he was a unionist. He said he worked in the textile industry. Mentioned one man who works in the textile industry and is as rich as Oshiomole today. He used to wear ordinary khaki. Today he wears safari with diamond buttons. Simply because I said Oshiomole cannot destabilize this country. Who the hell is Oshiomole to say that nobody can be sworn in when the Supreme Court has made a pronouncement whether go? On Oshiomole parable that he is an antelope, while Wike is a tortoise, the Rivers State governor stated that his pedigree and education are beyond the embattled APC national chairman. He said it is unfortunate that Oshiomole will use that word to say a tortoise challenging an antelope. It is like saying in a country where chimpanzee can be anything. How can Oshiomole compare himself to me? I am well read. I am a lawyer. I am a life bencher. I have my first degree in political science and my second degree in law, and I went to the Nigerian law schools and I passed very well. Let Oshiomole tell me which university he attended. As a unionist, he enriched himself. How did he become the governor of Edo State? Who does not know? It is just the country that we are in. People who cannot boast of any certificate can be national chairman. Let Oshiomole tell me what university he attended. I attended the University of Port Harcourt, Rivers State University, and served in Old Kongalo State. How dare he open his mouth and call himself an antelope? Oshiomole has become an antelope because he is the national chairman of a ruling party. It is now a ruling party because they told Nigerians lie. Let Oshiomole come out and tell us his background, except that he became a governor through a dubious way, and that was what led to the amendment of the Electoral Act that says governorship matter in terms of the election will not end at the Court of Appeal, but will get to the Supreme Court. I have become a local government chairman, chief of staff, a minister and a governor, and by the grace of God, a second-time serving governor. Oshiomole has the audacity to say nobody will be sworn in Bayelsa State, causing crisis in the country, and nobody wants to call him to order. But for people like us in River State, because of people like Oshiomole and his style of leadership, his party lost so many areas they ought not to have lost. What made them not to have candidates in River State and Zamfara State is because of Oshiomole. Oshiomole led to the problem they have in Bayelsa State. Oshiomole take from two sides. He is not a man of integrity and nobody should take him seriously. Wike added, "It is not my position to say it is right or wrong, but Oshiomole cannot open his wide mouth to say it cannot happen and now it has happened. What will he do? Don't destabilize the country, don't cause crisis for this country. You may be closer to the president and that is not the way to retain your position as chairman of the party because Oshiomole doesn't have the support of most of the governors because of his style of leadership and it's very clear. So Oshiomole doesn't have the right to tell me that I am a man of violence. Oshiomole came from background of an armed robber to steal the vote of River people and we defended our vote and Oshiomole is ashamed that we defended our vote and we will still defend our vote till tomorrow. River State is not like a state, Edo, where he can talk to anybody the way he likes. This should be the last time Oshiomole should open his mouth and talk to anybody in River State. We are not at the same level in terms of education. River State is not like Edo State where you bring down a city governor because he wants to install another governor. It depends on the peoples of Edo State to allow that. But for River State, we will not allow anybody who wants to be a godfather." Wow, my people, I am definitely short of words. In fact, this guy really blasts Adams Oshiomole. In fact, he really exposed him. It shows that Oshiomole is nothing. I can't lie to you. With all these things that this guy said, it shows that people really dislike Oshiomole with the way, with his behavior, with his bad character. It's just a shame and it's bringing shame to Edo people entirely. So guys, what do you think? Your comment is highly appreciated. Kindly drop your comments at the comment section and God bless you. Bye.